Hello, Professor Travis here. I want to show you an example of a pi paragraph from Walden on Wheels. Most paragraphs in Walden on Wheels, by the way, are not pi paragraphs. And indeed, you may have already been wondering after my last lesson, how come she's making us write these body paragraphs that follow this model when it sure seems to me most paragraphs I read don't follow this model. And you are, in fact, right. Pi paragraphs are, out in the wild, relatively rare. Pi paragraphs really do a certain job, but it's one that suits the kind of writing we're doing in this class. We're writing analytical essays. Pi is a model that helps you foreground claims, back up the claims, break down your claims into component parts. So that model will really help you do as much analysis as you can in the space, and it will help you stay on track. If you're writing longer pieces, perhaps some of your paragraphs would be pi and some not, but since our essays are, in the scheme of things, relatively short, pi is a very good model to stick with throughout for your body paragraphs. In Walden on Wheels, a lot of the writing is narrative because it's a personal memoir. So when he's narrating, when he's telling you I did this, I did that, then I did this, and then I did that, and then I did that, and then I did that, he's not using pi paragraphs. When he's writing narrative sections of the book, he's not using pi paragraphs. But when he's in a more philosophical mode, explaining his views about what makes a meaningful life, among other things, he does often use pi paragraphs, and that is the case in this example here. So the yellow is the P, the blue is the I, and the green is the E. Okay, so he opens with an opinion. I missed Sammy, but it was clear that our decision to separate was the right one. Okay, so his opinion is about whether it was that it was a good decision for him and Sammy to break up. Our decision kind of makes me laugh a little bit. It's definitely his decision. But anyway, so he has an opinion that it was a good decision, and he's now going to back up that opinion. He's not writing about a book, so he doesn't use quotes in the middle part of the paragraph, although I guess he could have quoted Sammy, but he doesn't. Okay, so fact. She was doing well at a community college in San Francisco. Okay, that's a fact that backs up his opinion that it was a good decision for them to break up. And I was beginning to reap the rewards of focus study at Duke, another fact that backs up his opinion that it was a good decision for him and Sammy to break up. I still wanted companionship, but I knew I could wait. The isolation and focus study were paying off. So more, he's not desperate. He likes the payoff of focus study and isolation. That's all information backing up that claim that he made a good decision. They made a good decision, supposedly, when they broke up. Okay, explanation. I knew I'd have to change my reclusive policy someday, but for now I was embracing solitude as a bride, as Emerson suggested, because it was she and only she who'd help. She is solitude, who'd help me grow in this season of my life. So explanation, tying back to the point, it was a good decision. The decision to break up was a good one because it was appropriate to this season of his life, in his opinion. All right, that is some sort of a breakdown analysis of a pi paragraph from Walden on Wheels. Perhaps you can find another pi paragraph, in Walden on Wheels.